Hi boys and girls, welcome back to my grammar lesson. Ooh. Can you hear that? Oh yes, that's our new friend. Hi Putri, come here.
Wardani.
Wow, what a sweet voice.
Of course, I am singing because I love it.
Well, that's great. But talking about singing, do you notice that you add the word ing to the verb sing? Do you even know why?
Oh, Danny, can you please tell me? I would love to hear that.
Yes, sure Putri. We will complete all 4 content and we have done with the first one. So, let's guess and say it. So let's look at this sentence. So the sentence here is Putri is singing. Let's look at the first circle. Putri. The word Putri here is our subject. Then we move on to the next word, which is is. Is our verb to be. And it is in present form, which means it's a present tense. Now, for our last word, the verb sing here is actually added with some ing and it means continuous. So if you can get it, the word sing here means that it's continuously going on. So today we are obviously learning about simple present continuous tense. So now let's look at what is simple present continuous tense. It refers to things that are happening right now, which is happening currently. Then it also means that it refers to habits or things that happen over a period of time. And the last one, simple present continuous tense, means that referring to things in the near future. It means that most probably is tomorrow or next week, is somewhere near to the future. Okay, boys and girls, now we're going to look at its purpose with verb to be and verb with ing plus its sentence for our example. Okay, let's look at the first purpose, which is things that are happening right now. Okay, so I chose the verb the verb to be am plus with the verb and ing. Let's look at the sentence. Okay, the sentence is I am reading a book on recycle, meaning to say that I am reading a book right now about recycle. Okay, so that's clear, it's happening right now. Let's look at the second purpose, which is it's a habits and things that happen over a time or a period of time. Okay, so what is the verb to be that I chose? I chose is plus with verb plus with an ing. So now let's read the sentence. Mr. Bahdeng is resting at home after working. Okay, so if you notice here, the word working or resting is actually a thing or habits that happen over a period of time. Meaning to say Mr. Bahdeng is working every day. So after work, Mr. Bahdeng will be resting at home and have some good time. Okay? So let's look at the third purpose, which is things that are happening in the near future. Meaning to say it might be tomorrow, it might be next week, next Monday. Okay, so I have chosen the verb to be are and the verb with ing. So the sentence is we are having a birthday party next week. So I use the word having and birthday party next week. So all these 3 purposes are actually used to indicate the simple present continuous tense. Okay, let's move on. So now is our formula time. Are you ready for the formula, Putri?
Yes, of course.
Now we can hear her sing again. So, do you know that there is a simple way to remember simple present continuous tense? Yes, they are.
Okay, boys and girls, are you ready to hear me sing again for today? I'm going to start. 1, 2, 3. Simple present continuous tense. Saya being a formula to sing. S for subject, A for am, I for is, A for are, V for verb, add ing. Finally write your object here. Yee!
Wow, Putri, you have a nice voice. So now, boys and girls, let's sing and form few sentences. What I want you to do is that you can sing on your own, and let's look at the sentences that we can build from the example given. Okay, first, we will start with the subject, which is I. And then we go with the verb to be am, I am, and the last one is the verb. So what is the verb that I've chosen? Yes, I've chosen eat. So do you think this is correct for simple present continuous tense? I don't think so, because for the verb, we have to add ing. So now the verb must have plus ing. Now it becomes I am eating. Yes, you're right. So Putri, what is our next verb to be? Do you have any idea?
You already said am. Now it's going to be is.
So now let's look at the second subject. I've chosen she, and the verb to be is I, which means is. So for is, she is doing something. Let's look at the verb. The verb is sleep. So do you think this is correct? Oh, you have to remember our song, because V is for verb, add ing. Now the verb becomes she is sleeping. Yes, you're right. Okay, let's look at our third example. So we have chosen the subject as my family and I. What is the verb to be? Can you guess? Is it is or are? Because my family and I is a plural subject, we have to choose the verb to be are. Okay, so we have A for are, and our verb is discuss. We are talking, we are discuss, ing. So it's discussing. My family and I are discussing. Do you think this is fun, Putri? Because right now, we are exploring example and many types of sentences that we can use for our simple present continuous tense. So Putri, now we have come to the best part of the learning session, which is the brain test. So are you ready? Yes, we shall look at it. So in 2 minutes, we are going to match part A with part B correctly. So let's look at the further instruction. So we're going to match the subject with the correct verb to be, which is am, is, and are. So now let's look at part A. Okay, so I've prepared part A, the subject, which is we, I, they, Dania, Farish and his friends, and also Miss Nia. So now I want my viewers, boys and girls, to try and match it, because we've already learned this and we also have sang a song. Okay, let's look at the verb to be. Okay, can we try out with the first one? Can I start first? So part A, subject for we, the match is are. Yay, I got it correct. Next, I want Putri to do it. Can you do it for me? Yeah, sure. Okay, so Putri, what is the match for I?
Oh, I think I'm going to match I with am. I am.
Yes, Putri, the match for I is actually am. You got it right. Okay, now boys and girls, it's your turn. to match the word they, the subject they, with its correct verb to be. So what is your answer? I think you got it right too, because they is matched with are. They are. Good one. So it's my turn again. So I got the subject Dania. So over here, I've been thinking that Dania is actually a singular subject. A singular subject must be matched with a singular verb. So our singular verb to be is. Yes, I got it right. Dania is matched with is. Okay, so now it's Putri's turn for our number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 subject, which is Farish and his friends. Let's see how she do it.
You meant the 5th subject, Farish and his friends. And I'm going to give my answer. It is going to be are. Farish and his friends are.
So Putri, you said that Farish and his friends, the answer is supposed to be are, because they are plural subjects. Let's see whether it is correct or not. Yes, you are. You got it correct. And the last one is your turn, boys and girls. What about the subject Miss Nia? So Miss Nia is a singular subject. It must be matched with another singular verb. What is it? Yes, you got it right too. Miss Nia, the match is. So we are going to look on more examples of present continuous. Okay, so you can see there are 2 pictures. The first picture is walking. Dun, 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 dun. And the second picture is, I think she's eating ice cream or maybe enjoying it. So let's look at the sentence. Okay, we are going to use the subject I and verb to be am. Okay, so we have the subject I, the verb to be am, and a different verb. Okay, so we can look at talking, walking, and enjoying. So the object here will be I am talking to my friends. I am walking at the park. I am enjoying this ice cream. Yummy. Okay, let's look at more examples of present continuous. As you can see in the slide, we have a picture of a girl holding a drawing, or maybe a portrait, something, I'm not sure. But let's look at the sample of sentences. Okay, we are going to use singular subject and the verb to be is. Okay, so the subject here is going to be she, he, and Raja. So Raja here refers to a name of a person, and Raja is maybe a boy or a man. Okay, now let's look at the verb to be, and I said it that the verb to be is specifically, so everything is. Now we look at the different verb. So we have here draw, we add with ing, so she is drawing, he is looking, and Raja is teaching. Now the last part is the object. So she is drawing a beautiful portrait, and he is looking for the keychain, So now we're moving on for more examples of present continuous, but by using plural subject and the verb to be are, specifically on are. Okay, so we have the subject, verb to be, verb plus ing, and the object. So we have they, we have we have what Liza and her friends, and the last one is my family. So let's look at the verb to be. Everything is are, but with a different verb. So cook, cooking, clean, cleaning, whisper, whispering, and the last one is relaxing. Okay, let's look at the different object for each sentence. Okay, so they are cooking chicken rice. We are cleaning the fan. What Liza and her friends are whispering in the toilet. I don't know what they are whispering about. And the last sentence, we move on to our next part, which is playtime. Okay, so in our playtime, we're going to have a thumbs up and a thumbs down game. So are you ready? Okay, let's read out the instruction first. We're going to show a thumbs up if you see the correct sentences of the underlined phrase. So let's look and focus on the underlined phrase, and then if it's correct, you will show our thumbs up. Okay, next. We are going to show a thumbs down if you see any incorrect sentences of the underlined phrase. So I think it's basically the same. So if you can read the correct sentence, you're going to put up your thumbs. And if you see incorrect sentences, you're going to put down your thumbs down like that. Okay, so are you ready for the first one? So are you ready, Putri? We're going to do this together by turn. Okay. So the first one is for me. Linda is sweeping the floor. So let's focus on the subject. The subject is Linda, and I think it's using the correct form of verb to be, which is. Linda is sweeping the floor. I'm gonna give thumbs up. Yes, I got it correct. Okay, next. I think I still want to try it. So they am throwing rubbish in the recycle bin. The word they is actually plural subject, and the word am here, the verb to be, is incorrect. So I'm going to give thumbs down. Okay, let's see. Yes, I got it correct too. So now I'm going to give my turn to Putri. Putri, I want you to answer 2 questions from the playtime session. Can you do that for me? Of course you can. So let's start. We are going to work tomorrow, Putri. So what is your opinion on this?
He is wrong. We are supposed to write he is
Really?
going to work tomorrow.
Can we make sure the answer is correct or not? So he is actually a singular subject. It's supposed to go with is. Yeah, Putri got it right. So next sentence, Putri. I is eating dinner at home tonight. What about you? I is, I are, or I am?
This is very simple.
Let's
It
hear
is
her
I
out.
am eating dinner at
Okay,
home tonight.
Oh. I am. She got it correct. Okay, so now boys and girls, and also Putri, let's do it together. So I am drinking orange juice. I'm gonna give a thumbs up. Yes, we got it correct. Okay, next sentence is Almi and Donnie are listening to the music using mobile phone. So they are putting on their earphones and they are listening. It is correct because Almi and Donnie are plural subjects. There are 2 persons here and it's a plural subject. So they're using the word are here. Is as correct. So I'm going to give thumbs up. Yes, we got it correct again. What about this? He are watering the plants. He are or he is? I think he is. It's a thumbs down. Okay, next question. Oh, that's my name. Mrs. Wardani is watching television. So Mrs. Wardani is 1 person, is a singular subject, and I think it's correct to use the verb to be is here. So I'm gonna give more thumbs up because it's my name. Alright, so next is Wawa and Safia is writing a poem. So there are 2 person. Please, boys and girls. 2 person means a plural subject and it needs a plural verb. So what is our plural verb? It is are. So we're gonna give him a thumbs down. Okay. Next one is Aswandi is playing with his drone. So he is playing with his drone. Aswandi is a singular subject and the word playing here is correct. Okay, so thumbs up. And I think we have reached the last question. Thank you very much, Putri, for being here with me today. And thank you very much, boys and girls,
for listening and learning simple present continuous tense with teacher Dani. Thank you very much.